Thank you for watching another episode of Sloan's Reviews. Our mission is to help you decide what to love making next. This is a model from the Knights and Magic manga or anime, and also, of course, was a manga. It's been a while. We've had this for a while, but it's time to get this sucker built. This is the Ikaruga model. It is a one of the last. It's a very short anime, and this was one of his last creations there. That had all kinds of capabilities. It's pretty awesome. So we went ahead and got it for the channel to build. And let's get her opened up here a little bit and see what's inside. Looking at the box, we got a nice picture there. And we got some views of him on the back side there. It'll be interesting to see how gold his colors are. I generally don't paint my stuff because I just don't have time. But this would definitely be one good one to use some gold paint on. I'll think about it. Let's see what it looks like before we have to worry about painting anyway. Okay. Here's our instructions. Not good. And we got plenty of stickers there, or decals. Plenty of decals. Hopefully they're just stick-on type. Yep, here's our book. Yeah, okay. And it has our warning stuff to make sure you don't accidentally clip things you're not supposed to clip, which is always nice. It's just going to show us where the decals go there, which is cool. There's all your parts frames. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty cool when he's done. I should have an action base for him already. And yeah, it doesn't look like that big a model. So, yeah, we'll get to building him. And of course, we'll do it on camera here for you, for all to see. And then give it a review when we're all done. Okay, I am ready to start building this guy. As you can see, I put nice bright stickers on top of my frames so I can see them. I put them in this frame holder. I made this myself out of just some cardboard from Amazon boxes and some hot glue. You can actually buy former ones of these on Amazon and places like that, Temu. But every time I've started to buy one, their ratings were really crappy, and so I just went ahead and made my own. So do as you wish, but I think it's definitely worthwhile to go ahead and label your frames so you can find them easily and then put them in something that will organize them well enough for you so you can work quickly and without having to pull through a bunch of layers of frames trying to find the right one. Okay, I finally got him all done. It took about a year, I think. I've had him for a while. I might put the date up on the screen as to when I bought him and when I actually finished him. He was a lot of fun to build. He is made by the company Motoroid. He is from the anime Knights and Magic, and I'm pretty sure it's a manga as well. You can watch the anime on Crunchyroll, I think, but I will verify that just to make sure that it's still on there. It's a very short anime. Was it 13 episodes? Do you remember how many episodes it was?
I would check.
Yeah, it was pretty short. You can definitely binge it in just a few hours, I believe. And so I've got two models from that universe. So we got the Zendo Limbo right there, and we've got the Ikaruga on the right.
Isn't that the MCs?
Yes. Well, he doesn't come into play until very near the end of the series.
Well, yes, Ikaruga. But he's technically the MC.
Yeah, the MC has has both those. He invents all these, actually. The main character does. The directions were very easy to follow. I had no problem. Especially for such a small model. I mean, he's basically a master grade in the typical Gundam style model kits, or gunpla. I believe he used Action Base 2, but Good Smile, which is a company that makes these under the name Motoroid, I believe, they have their own action base that you can buy, and it came with two action bases. You may be wondering, hey, Stallone's Reviews, why don't you have him in the cool action bows? And we'll find out here in a second. For two reasons. One is I lost the other action base that's around here somewhere, and two, you'll find out that he has a problem when posing. Alright, well let's give this a shot so you can see. I just wanted to make sure, well let's point out a couple areas of weakness here. Let me turn off the rotating table here. Oh, he's actually reasonably stable because of the arms there. It actually balances out his weight pretty good, so as long as you don't mess with him, he's actually pretty good. I don't know if this will show up on camera very well, but both of these leg pieces broke, and I had to apply a bunch of layers of glue to get them to hold back on there. So he's definitely brittle in that way. He definitely has lots of stickers to apply. I only put about half of them on. The next that goes on, he would really need to be painted for them to look any good. The swords need painted. There's others seeing this nice gold trim in the back here. That should also be painted gold back here. I wish they would have used some pieces, gold pieces for that. The gold doesn't look too bad, but I think painting it with a nice gold paint would really set it off. Look a whole lot better. But I am not a painter. I am lousy at paint. I'm shaky by nature. But I will link a very good set of masking tape in the description for you to take a look at from Amazon. And it is an excellent masking tape to use. I use it when I do have to paint. It goes on well, comes off well, and there's a bunch of different sizes that are perfect for this size of build. Yeah, so let's take the Gunpla off of its action base here, and hopefully I won't make a disaster of it. And then we'll try to put him on this action base and see how it goes. We'll see. All right.
I will admit, I nearly had a heart attack this morning because while looking for something on the table, I nearly knocked over this guy, and it gave me a minor heart attack because I thought I broke him.
No, he comes into many pieces.
It didn't break at all, which was surprising because I normally break things very easily.
So, actually, it's been doing really good so far here. Here is your little access for the action base.
Turn it a little more.
Okay.
I can't see it.
Is that better?
Yes.
Looking right up his butt. Right up his pooper. Right up his pooper. Yeah, that fits in there quite nicely. Alright, so now let's try to do something leg-wise here.
And there goes the leg.
There you go. Whee. That is why, I think maybe if you put a piece of plastic wrap in there, cellophane, that it would maybe bulk it up enough that it would hold a little bit better. But it's really just, I think it just doesn't stick out quite enough. And I don't think there's any really easy way to fix that. But let's see if we can kind of do maybe a leg forward and maybe this leg bent. Maybe if I pulled it out that way. And then I'm going to have to move him up on the action base here a little bit. Yeah. Not too bad. Let's get the leg here a little bent too. I definitely wouldn't call him I definitely wouldn't say that I'm a professional gunpla poser anyway. Well, maybe you could call me a poser, but not in the way you'd want. But yeah, so I mean, it does okay as long as you're not playing with it. He's not an action figure anyway. As far as, he's not a toy, so you're just going to probably pose him and leave him like that. Let's see if I can get
He's a display character.
That's not too bad. Not one of my worst poses. Yeah, so again, I mean, he was a lot of fun. He wasn't difficult to build. He only took a while because I don't like to build unless I am 100% into the build. If I'm too tired or, I'm just not in the mood of doing it, then I don't want to work on it because I tend to make a whole lot of mistakes when I do. I end up cutting things out I shouldn't cut out. I end up trying to put things in backwards, things like that. So I don't work on things unless I'm 100% into it. And that just took me a while to get through. I know there's a lot of people on this channel that essentially I cover three things. I cover marble runs, which I haven't done in a while, or other wood projects. I cover these Gunpla kits, and I also cover fake Lego stuff. It's occasionally real Lego stuff. The Lego stuff, though, is definitely the majority. And I haven't done one of these or finished one of these Gunplas up in a really long time. But hopefully I'll get back to others. We still have a ton from the Gundam Wing universe to do. We've got the Death Scythe Hell, the Wing Gundam, and Gundam Heavy Arms, and Gundam Sandrock to do, which we will get to eventually. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching the episode of Sloan's Reviews. Our mission to help you decide what to love making next. Maybe it's going to be one of these kits from Good Smile and Motoroid. The Ikaruga and the Gunpla. Both very great kits. I think you'll have a lot of fun. They're not ridiculously priced. They're actually a pretty good price for a Gunpla kit. I think you'll have a lot of fun with them. Alright. Please consider supporting us on Patreon. We could definitely use your support. We're trying to move from the deep red to the black, where you don't get our kits free. We definitely buy them all. we are trying to, at least break even. That way we can still continue to make things to help you decide what to love making next. All right, thanks so much for watching.